addressed to you that you mentioned before that Obama, or the question is Obama worse than Bush? And so the question is, was that inevitable? Has it been manipulated?
Shut up.
Okay. Yeah. One respect in which he's worse than Bush is that his very impressive PR campaign, which impressed plenty of people here, has led to, which had actually no basis in fact, but led to a lot of demoralization and disillusionment and abandonment of activism and struggle when it was exposed for the sham that it was. It led people to say, okay, we tried, we worked really hard, we got our own president, that failed, let's go home. In the case of Bush, it was the opposite. He mobilized people. But objectively, just analyzing the actions, you can make a case for it. Like, say, the assassination campaign. Take, say, the international assassination campaign. I mean, Bush's program was bad enough. Say, with regard to suspects, the concept of presumption of innocence, which used to be part of the British and American law and consciousness for hundreds of years, that's totally gone. And now, if you suspect somebody, in Bush's case, you kidnap them and send them to a prison camp, and they get tortured or, rendition. In Obama, it's expanded it. Now, if you suspect somebody is murdered, then anybody who's nearby. Okay, that's a pretty big move forward. And it's kind of interesting that it's changed consciousness. So, for example, after the murder of Pavlaki the other day, the cleric who was accused of having inspired jihadists, there was a big headline in the New York Times, not inaccurate, saying West celebrates killing of radical cleric. Okay, so we now celebrate the murder of someone suspected of speech and writing, which inspired somebody else to do what Omar Khadr did, a 15-year-old kid who allegedly shot at an American soldier invading his village. Now we celebrate that, and that's just taken for granted. That's something important about Western consciousness. In fact, there's an article by a law professor, American law professor, Jonathan Turley, just came out and said that Obama's on his way to being the worst president in U.S. history with regard to civil rights. It's not an exaggeration. And we can talk about other things. On the other hand, what about the alternatives? They're worse.
Mitt Romney.
I mean, I don't know if you're watching Republican debate, but it's kind of off the planet. There's been nothing like that in the history of parliamentary systems ever. I'm not exaggerating. That's the alternative. And the one thing Obama has going for him is listening to the opposition, who pretty much might win, and it'll make you think you wish Obama was back.
Bush was back.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Zahira to address the question, how can activists